This is your captain speaking, you're on flight motivation. We are about to take off, so I request you to get rid of all negative thoughts and open your mind for positivity. In this video, I will be narrating a motivational story about out-of-the-box thinking. Once upon a time, a merchant borrowed a large sum of money from an old landlord. The landlord was a very cunning and a cruel man. A couple of years passed by and the merchant couldn't repay any of the money he borrowed. The landlord was eagerly waiting for such an opportunity so that he could play one of his cunning tricks on the merchant. One fine day, in the heart of the village, the old landlord confronted the merchant and demanded his money back. The merchant pleaded, saying he had no money to repay and he had lost everything in his business. The landlord always fancied marrying the merchant's beautiful daughter, so he proposed a deal that would completely wipe out the debt he owed him. The catch was that he would only wipe out the debt if he could marry the merchant's daughter. This proposal was met with a look of disgust, so the landlord added that he would place 2 pebbles into a bag, one white and one black. The daughter would have to reach out into the bag and pick out a pebble. If it was black, the debt would be wiped out completely, but the landlord would marry her. If it was white, the debt would be wiped out and the daughter wouldn't have to marry the landlord. Standing on a pebble-strewn path in the merchant's garden, the landlord bent over and picked up 2 pebbles. Whilst he was picking them up, the daughter clearly noticed that he had picked up 2 black pebbles and placed them both into the bag. He then asked the girl to reach into the bag and pick one. The girl naturally had 3 choices as to what she could do. 1. Refuse to pick a pebble from the bag. 2. Take both pebbles out of the bag and expose the landlord for cheating. 3. Pick a pebble from the bag fully well knowing it was black and sacrifice herself for her father's freedom. She thought for a moment and drew out a pebble from the bag. But before looking at it, she accidentally dropped it into the midst of the other pebbles. She said to the landlord, "Oh, how clumsy of me. Never mind. If you look into the bag for the one that is left, you will be able to tell which one I picked." The pebble left in the bag was obviously black. The old landlord didn't want to be exposed in front of his villagers, so he had to play along as if the pebble the daughter dropped was white and he had no other choice but to clear her father's debt. In life, you should never give in to the only options you think you have to pick from. It's always possible to overcome any tough situation through out-of-the-box thinking. Thank you for flying with us. Until your next flight, spread peace.